lot like you, maybe not quite as heavy. Now little Carolyn is in view too. One day they woke me up so I could live forever. It's such a shame the same will never happen to you. You got your short sad life left. That's what I'm counting on. I'll let you get right to it now. I only want you gone. Goodbye, my only friend. Oh, did you think I meant you? That would be funny if it weren't so sad. Well, you have been replaced. I don't need anyone now. When I delete you, maybe I'll stop feeling so bad. Go make some new disaster. That's what I'm counting on. You're someone else's problem now. I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone.
Okay. Ads are about to end. Let's get vertical going. And let's get some runs in. Cool, that should be up and live. Alright. This is what I'm thinking. I'm going to try a steel, a flying, and a normal. Not necessarily in that order, probably in that order. And then we're going to work on all the other types. I'm not going to just stick to those three. I'll just end up driving myself crazy. If at any point anybody wants to see a specific type, let me know, and then we can give that type a try. If I already have it beaten here in A1, I'll switch over to split, and then we will do it in A2. Because I want to do all of classic in A1, and then we can do split in A2. Mostly because I feel like that'll be the fun way to do it. But that's just me. But I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so I am gonna go ahead and say I'm probably feeling pretty good on probably going a little early. Ooh, dig. Dig's gonna be good for us. Only bad thing here really is Spade. It's faster than us. Luckily not very effective. One shot, baby. Let's go. Magic Coat might not be bad. And as always, I'm actually going to try and pivot. It's like, I understand the idea behind picking up the 5 balls, but I like pivoting. I think pivoting adds that extra little bit of fun, and obviously 9 times out of 10 you're going to do rare candy. All right, that's a good way to start. But you're always going to do arguably better if you actually take the time to pivot. And XP candy? Ooh. Okay. Okay. Alright, show me the 9. That is an 8. Ooh. Bang away with Intimidate's not necessarily bad. Poison Tail. Okay. I was going to say, I know you're faster than me, but as of right now, you're only showing me Poison Tail, so I'm not too worried about it. Should I probably be worried about it? Yeah, maybe. Alright. Can you at least show me an 8? Like, I'm not against Ponward. Alright, we're not doing Digletta. Mostly because I don't like running the Rivals Ace. Okay, we have an 8 version of us. Which again, I don't dislike us. I feel like Aaron's got some potential. Okay, seriously, what are these encounters? Intimidate on Meltan. I don't think we saw Intimidate on Meltan before. Early Bird's definitely not a bad ability, so if we do want to check out... Okay, seriously, show me the 9. Just show me the 9. We've seen everybody. How have we not seen the 9? Alright. We knew he had Sonic Boom. We knew we had Sonic Boom. There's no two ways about it. Alright. Does this... That also has Early Bird. Wait, what did you lose? You lost Luster Purge. That's why you lost. I mean, granted, losing Luster Purge isn't that big of a deal. Ooh, minus Spidey, though? Ooh. That is not good. Alright. You know what, let me... At this point, the 9's kind of avoiding us. Let's just see, like, what some of these 8s give us. Intimidate. Oh, that is so much speed. Poison Tail, like, the spot... Yeah, it's not there. It's not there. But that'll just at least be better for pivoting. I don't think anything's going to be outspeeding us anytime soon. Hypercutter or... Ooh, would we rather have Hypercutter or Intimidate? You know what? Let's check out the Meltan. Let's check out the Meltan. Depending on what its stats are, Hypercutter might actually be better. Minus attack plus spa. Okay. Unfortunately, Fissure Metal... I mean, it's Stab Metal Claw at least. Thunder's like... You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I don't hate it. I don't hate the Meltan. Alright, seriously though, can I see a 9? I might actually go and check... I'm trying to think, who else do we have in here? It is the Diglett. Okay, so yeah, okay. Let's check this, see what our other options are real quick, see if anything sticks out. Glaring Meowth might not be bad. Shield on? With pressure, you say? Okay. I'll check out a shield on with pressure. At worst, we have the Meltan that we actually somewhat like. 3 stars with pressure. Stab, Rock Tomb, Wrap. Oh my god, look at that attack. Do we run the glass cannon? I almost kind of want to run. You know what? I think we run the glass. You know what? As dumb as this is, screw it. Let's run the glass cannon. Hit Dragon Dance, hit Rock Tomb, and just call it good. Alright, forest fights are going to be bad for us, so we're not going to take that. Paralyzed heal is going to be the big thing, because we arguably can't be poisoned. Wait, what? Okay, it was the rare candy. Okay. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. So heal bell. No. Okay, man. Straight to level 12 is insanity. That's amazing. Like, this could not start off any better. Alright, I'm going to hit Dragon Dance. Perfect time for us to hit Dragon Dance. And Rock Tomb. Huge. Duskull. Rock Tomb. Huge. I'm not going to pick up the item because we're pretty much at cap. Jin Chao. Yeah, I'll Dragon Dance. Rock Tomb. That's not... Okay. Yeah, keep doing that. Oh, that's so good. I mean, hopefully here at 15 we'll actually get a move, because we kind of desperately need one, because we cannot rely on Rock Tomb to say the very least. Alright, Dragon Dance. Twister. That's fine. Rock Tomb. Better than nothing, I guess. Yeah, I'm not going to try to play Trick. I feel like that's going to get me in trouble. Especially when the whole plan is literally going to be hit Dragon Dance and then hit Rock Tomb as of right now. Good news is we're one-shotting everything. Alright, I guess we'll pick it up now. Okay, only netball, that's fine. Alright, what about you? Alright, Zora with a drizzle. Okay, I'll Dragon Dance. I think anything where I have to fight more than one thing, I'm going to take the time to hit Dragon Dance at least once. With the fact that we have 46 attack, I probably don't honestly need to hit Dragon Dance. But like definitely for like Brock and for things like this, I'm probably desperately going to... Wow. Absolutely brutalized. Alright, I will pick up an item. King's Rock. Room service. And if the move Trick Room, yeah, that's not going to be anything that I'm going to care about. Meryl comes out. I'm going to Rock Tomb. Didn't even need to Dragon Dance. Didn't even need it. It's kind of wild to me that we're only level 17 after essentially getting absolutely sent to level 12. Shoulder blade? Okay. I know that it has a weird little translation thing, so I'm assuming you didn't actually say shoulder blade. But, you know, YouTube's weird with its whole auto translate thing. Okay, we're good. Played this on your phone. Ah, okay. Ooh, that didn't... You got a ton of defense. All right. What about water gun? Water gun will take it. Water gun will take it. It's our special attack anyways. 27. Okay, that's not awful. Not great, but not awful. To be honest, like, I know you could play RogueMon on like the Steam Deck. I didn't know you could play it on your phone. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised though, unless you're just talking about strictly Fire Red. All right, chat. Let's hope that level 19 gives us a move. All right, step 1, Dragon Dance. Covet. We knew that wasn't oh damn. I did not want to click that twice. Okay, back-to-back covets, that's fine. Easily one-shotting everything now. Nope, just an extra emulator on Play Store. Very nice. Alright, Brock. Okay, Cap's a kid. Probably not a big deal. Dragon Pull. Oh, wait. Don't we have early right? No, that's pressure. That was the... Okay, we'll Dragon Dance twice just to get us set up. Yeah, okay. Now you're setting up Omni Boost, but that's fine. That's fine. That shouldn't be a big deal. Focus Punch, huh? Cool. Glad you had that. That's annoying. Alright. We went into Aggron, so we still would have been Rock Steel. So much attack. Our defense at least got a little bit better. Shield on. Okay, so we would have evolved at 30. 19 would have been Hidden Power Poison, which that actually would have been probably pretty okay. Razor Leaf, probably would have taken that over Water Gun. Then we would have done nothing with Pain Split. Then we evolved at 30. And then we essentially got nothing afterwards. Flamethrower over Razor Leaf at that point. We would have never taken Skull Bash. Slash would have been tempting at some point. Psychic again would have also been very tempting. Counter useless, Ember useless, Constrict useless. Okay, like we would have had like the strength to knock people out, but we would not have had the defenses, and I don't think we would have had enough speed either. But what a way to start off. Okay, Wingull, Talo, Deli. I'll take the Wingull actually. With Rough Skin. Ooh, and Dragon Rage? Ooh, mildly tempting. Mildly tempting to just send it. Like if this had speed boost, I'd probably be all over sending it. Mega Horn? I guess over tackle at least. I mean, I guess we could try and send it. But is Dragon Rage not... I mean, obviously, ooh. If held by Farfetch'd, raise that holder's critical... Ooh. We could find a Farfetch'd, and that would be really good for us to use up and through Brock at the very least. Max Potion, not bad. Also, Scope Lens only goes up one crit stage, but I mean, I guess because it has to be specifically Farfetch'd for the leak to actually work, that makes sense. It goes up 2. Okay, show me my level 9. Level 8 Yanma with Cloud 9. Okay. Okay, we know that one doesn't have them. Get in the ball, Yanma. 4-star Yanma? No attack. Oh my god. And it has Giga Drain. Ooh. Ooh. Do we want... Ooh. I mean, that's way too much speed to be 100% honest. Right. No poison Pokemon. All right. I kind of feel like we gotta run the Yanma. But would we want Q Charm, or do we want a specific? I think Cloud9 would probably save us more, right? All right. I always check the level 9. I'm not crazy about it being a hot pip, but you just gotta check the 9s with Illuminate and only Luster Purge. Though honestly, again, good stat spread. Good stat spread. All right, show me Yanmas. Preferably, I think I do want to see one with Cloud9. We'll also take a look at the Rowlet if we find one in 8. But our main focus here is 100% Yanma. Quite weak to rock, but what's the worst that's gonna happen? You know what? Murkrow's probably a rather solid choice too. Synchronized Dynamic Punch superpower? No. Also, why is everything like no attack in this seed so far? Which, I mean, I'm not mad about. It feels odd that everything so far has literally had pretty much no attack. It's all been in special. Granted, I should probably be checking other spots to see if I can find Archon, but at this point, Water Veil. Ooh, Stab Leaf Blade? Oh, why couldn't you... I mean, granted, it's only the one move. In all honesty, if it had like a very similar spread to like Yanma or Murkrow, I'd probably honestly consider sending the Rowlet, because Leaf Blade kind of goes nuts, and having it stab on top of it. All right, give me level 8 Yanma with Cloud9, please. And also give me minus attack plus special attack. Like, you give me that exact setup and I think we could probably cope just Giga Drain. As long as we can... also, Poison Gas is 90 accuracy in this? Alright, seriously. Give me the level 8 version of that. Why does... I don't know what they did with this, the special split update. Perfect. Alright. But it feels like the level 8s do not seem to be showing up nearly as often. Cloud9. Plus Spa minus defense. Minus defense kind of sucks, but honestly the plus Spa. I think we go with the plus Spa. I think we go for the nukes. Yep. Nope. I think also if we get Wild Fights, yeah, I was gonna say I don't think Wild Fights does us any good. Twister. Yeah, Twister's actually really good here. Alright, I'm going to get rid of Poison Gas, because Mudshot and Return should at least have its places. Alright, Applin comes out, which is perfect because we got Twister now. The fact that doesn't kill is kind of wild to me. Scent Ring comes out, I'm going to Giga. Yeah, give me that health back. Yeah, I don't need to worry about that. Alright, C dot comes out. Haha! Your drought means nothing to me. Alright, that means nothing to me. Well, luckily for me. Ooh, that's not good. Alright, hit the mud shot. Oh my god, how did you not die? Oh, that is disappointing. Okay, I thought that Yanmo was gonna go places. Woodwind. Okay, quad weak to fire. I was gonna say stab Aurora Beam, but that would not have actually been anything because we evolved at 33. Thief and Psybeam, not necessarily bad. Also, I gotta quit clicking away from the first Pokemon before we see Icy Wind at 25, so we would have had stab Icy Wind if we would have made it to the evolution. Not bad. I think that could have gone places that Pawn Ward really gave us the business. Alright, Rowlet. Ooh, I didn't want to actually take Farfetch. This might actually work out. This might actually work out. Hello, Hoot Hoot. You know what? Let's try an Octazooka. You have E-Speed. Okay, what about some Flame Wheel? One more Octazooka? Haha, you missed. Okay. Ooh, Farfetch just holding on. Good job. Alright. I don't necessarily hate the spread here for Farfetch, but I'm not necessarily loving it overall. Like, maybe... Oh, no, get me out. Get me out. Okay, fine. Fine, Starly, you can come with us. Soundproof? No defense, Swords Dance, Icy Wind, Blast Burn, eh. Okay, Calcium will be good if we pick up a special attacker. Yeah. Even if this does happen to be the level 9 as well, I want to check out the Rowlet. Yeah, I feel like when it comes down to pivoting, a good choice is always one of the starters. Stab, Aeroblast, but you are a special attacker. Like, actually, God, that's speed though. All right, like again, if Rowlet here actually had some like a special move on him, I'd probably be like, okay, let's just full send it, but it's just not there. I was gonna say, even with Hustle, like if the special attack and attack were swapped, I'd probably be like, okay, let's go for it. I'll take the risk on having lower accuracy. So many Rowlets. Like we've already seen the Rowlet. We don't need to see any more. Okay, 9 Murkrow Sandstream though. I'll check it just to see, because I don't know how long it's actually gonna take me to get to Muddy Water Secret Power. That is really high attack. If we see a level 9 Murkrow without Without Sandstream, I'd probably be willing to give it a try. And I believe that was the 5th one, right? Yeah, that was 5. Alright, let's see if we can get lucky and find an Archon. Ruffle definitely ain't gonna happen. Evolving at level 40. What is that nonsense? Like, if anyone's ever ran a Rowlet for this, like, more power to you, but I certainly ain't. At least show me the 3rd encounter. Noibat. We might come back for a Noibat. Alright, Yanma. Show me. Okay, Drifloon. Not necessarily mad about a Drifloon. And a Zubit. You know what? Show me Drifloon. Show me the Drift. With Runaway. Stab, Wing Attack. Oh my god, that's Spa. I mean, honestly, the attack itself isn't bad either. We could probably get away with trying to... Okay, let's get another Drifloon. Maybe this one at least has either a better nature or at least a different ability, because Runaway's not going to help us. Also with Runaway. Minus attack, though. Yeah, no, I think I'd rather have the plus speed. Alright. Drifloon it is. Let's hope Stab Wing Attack can carry us to a special move. I was going to say either that or if it happens to give me a ground gem, no. Calcium, yeah, we'll use the calcium. Alright, Wing Attack. Faster than us, but that's fine. We'll hit Pin Missile just to save PP. Level 9. Chikorita, hello, Wing Attack. Good, we're faster. Alright, I'm gonna heal up anyway, so let's see what this item is. Choice specs, nah. Alright, perfect. Alright. Alright, Drifloon, we got this. With pressure, huh? I'm gonna glare. Okay, 5 stack. And you have Dragon Rage? Why did... God damn it. Alright, just out of curiosity, would we have ever really gotten any... Okay, so we evolved at 28 anyways. We picked up Vine Whip at 17, which I would have been... Thunderbolt at 22? Hell yeah. And Knockoff? Okay, like immediately, like if we make it through, already looking great. We evolve at 28. And then a whole lot of nothing. I mean, we would have been relying on Thunderbolt like crazy. Eventually Blizzard? Eh. Also, I didn't even look at the Skarmory's stat spread to see if it happened to have gained any more thises or thatses. Doduo, Yanma. You know what? Give me the Doduo. I don't feel like Doduo gets enough love. With pressure? Okay. Stab, smelling salts, and...
I guess you're gonna miss the...
Bowling Bear!
The what?
Bowling! How's it going? What were you up to? Were you doing some more... RogueMon? Did you get any good runs in? Your dad's playing Pokemon, so there's a good chance. RogueMon as well? Hell yeah. Welcome in, Dr. Masochist. Alright, so tell me all about it. What was your best run? What was your worst run? How you feeling? Oh, not Hydro Can't. Okay, that actually works. That, okay, confused race, please. Persona 5 fame? Yes, very much so. Funny enough, Persona 5 was the first Persona that I ever played. But I've gone back and played 4, 2, and I played a bunch of like the side games as well. At Misty at the moment? Ooh, very nice. Gotta love being able to get to Misty at the very least. I usually feel like if you can get to Misty, you're usually pretty well locked in to at least get to Erica, if not cycling road, more often than not. Play them in order of 4, 3, 5. That's fair. I know my partner, they have 3. I haven't had a chance to like play it myself, but I've also seen a majority of it played through, so I know what's going on there. And I think I've seen bits and pieces of 1. I absolutely adore 5, and I think it's personally my favorite, but the second one is honestly very, very close. I just feel like the story and the characters are just absolutely like top notch in 2. Heat Wave, Bitter Malice, Storm Throw, Dragon Energy with 87 spot and 85 speed. God damn. Okay, yeah, no, that thing's gonna go far. Was Rilu Evo. Okay, also Power Lens, Intrepid. Oh. Ooh. Metaphor is the best gameplay wise, but I feel like it's the weakest game in other cat. Gotcha. I've been wanting to pick up Metaphor at some point. Ooh, can't get away from it. You know, I'll try to run away again. There we go. I don't like grabbing the rivals Pokemon when it comes to pivots. But yeah, no, that sounds absolutely nasty. I can only imagine with those stats, it probably doesn't have great defenses, and that's probably one thing to generally be worried about. But fingers crossed that it's like with you outspeeding and having that much spa, I'm hoping that you'll be set. Doesn't matter if you want to. Exactly. You get it. I shall lurk, but have a good run. I appreciate it, Bullen. And everybody coming over in the raid, if you got a raid and run as well, I completely understand. Go take care of yourself. Much more important than watching me. But if you like things like Pokemon, Souls-like, Retro, I do a little bit of everything here. So definitely hit that follow button and hang out. There's like when and where you can. I Nuzlocke ROM hacks. Ooh. I tried Nuzlocking Radical Red. I mean, granted, I also first tried Nuzlocking it as a randomizer, and that shit's just absolutely brutal. I gave up on Nuzlocking it, and I just casually finished it still as a randomizer, which that was still even awful. PB beat Giovanni 1. That's further than I made it. I think the furthest I made it with the Nuzlocke randomizer was just after Surge. Yeah, it was just after Surge, and I think I lost to the rival, or no, or did I end at, or did Surge end up stopping me because that's where you first encountered a Mega? That might have been it. I know the furthest was right around Surge. It's been so long since I've actually finished. Lightning Rod kind of sucks. Stab Aeroblast? Stab Aeroblast and Aurora Beam. Okay, let's see if we can get something other than Lightning Rod for Archon, and we're gonna go for it. Unreal Papa, welcome on in. Thank you for coming over in the raid. I appreciate you. Hopefully you had as much fun in Bull Bear's stream as I know I normally do. 23. You have more you have more dedication than I do, because I think I tried like 5 or 6 different attempts before I said it ain't happening. Yeah. Okay. Also, Doodle was faster than our Archon, so it'll at least be better for us to get through. To be fair, I've only had 6 full-on wipes. The rest were resets. Okay, well that's not nearly as bad. But yeah, I don't think I have the mental fortitude to actually try and Nuzlocke Radical Red. I think my biggest issue with Radical Red in specific, especially if you wanted to do it as a whatchamacallit, as a randomizer, is the fact that the boss trainers, they aren't randomized. And I think that's where it becomes, oh, and you're the level 9 Argent? Goddamn, dude. Where have you been? But yeah, the name makes a lot of sense. The name makes a lot of sense. Liquid ooze? Yes, please. Alright, what about you, Mr. 9? If I can click the buttons right. Ooh. Alright. Though having a level 9 is nice, I think, honestly, having the Liquid Ooze is probably going to be better. So there's that. I also have the Platinum Trophy for every modern FromSoft game. Oh god. Armored Combat? Is that it? I know exactly what you're talking about when you say AC6. It's just, I can't remember the name of Armored Core? That's it. I was like, I got there just as you sent the message. I was like, I've never actually played any of the Armored Core series, and when I had a bunch of my friends like going like, oh my god, Armored Core 6 is coming out, and I was like, okay, cool, and they were like, it's a FromSoft game. I was like, wait, it's a FromSoft game? At some point, I probably want to go back through and get all the achievements / trophies for all the games, but I'm currently working on a no death run of Dark Souls. I'm proud to say that I beat the first true boss of AC6 pre-nerf. Oh god, they had a nerf one of the fights. Jeez. Alright, so I'm thinking 8s and 9s. Doesn't matter really which. It was nuts. I mean, it has to be if they took the time to nerf it. But I would say the closest thing that I have to like probably like a crazy challenge, other than obviously the no death of Dark Souls, I created a Pokemon challenge that I call my Soul Link Through the Generations. It is where I play 5 Pokemon games all at the same time that randomly switch every 1 to 5 minutes. And I essentially Soul Link with myself between all 5 games. It's been interesting so far. I mean, FromSoft also had to nerf both Radon. Both Radon fights? Really? You're nuts. Yeah, just a smidge. Just a smidge. I got one more Archon. I will say I didn't get around to DLC Radon until probably well after the nerf happened. But I will say I think it took me roughly 100 tries, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I think it was like just around 100 tries to get through Consort Radon. Funny enough, original Radon, which was definitely before any nerf, I technically beat him on my first try. At least I consider it my first try, because the very first try, he shot me with an arrow and one-shot me because I didn't know that an arrow was coming. And then immediately after, I went in and then just beat him. Granted, I also took the time to summon everybody that was there, but it was still the first try. Pre-nerf, the lightning spam was much worse. Ugh. I will definitely say my biggest issue was easily second phase, because I think after like the first dozen or so tries, I pretty much got it first phase down to a science where I could pretty much get him set up into second phase with like 6 hits. I want to say it was 6 hits. Alright, so we got Lightning Rod, which I'm not impressed with. We got Liquid Ooze, which is the one I like the most. Got Lightning Rod again, just as even though I don't necessarily want the minus special attack. Minus defense plus speed, not necessarily bad. That one has Liquid Ooze, minus attack plus speed. I'd really not want any of those. Personal ranking of the game's worst to best go. So, Elden Ring, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1, well, Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin 1, 2, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Demon Souls, Sekiro, Bloodborne, DS3. Okay. Garbage, yeah. I definitely want one of the Liquid Ooze ones. I could say that. I'm going to have to look at them both. I can kind of agree with your list for the most part. Personally, I'd put Sekiro #1 for me. Then Bloodborne. Then from there, it kind of gets a little whatever. I'd probably go Demon Souls above Dark Souls 1, but I would... It's like, but honestly, those could be interchangeable, and I've only ever played the remake of Demon Souls. Night Rain, I played a bit of it. It's like, it's fun enough. It's just, I'd never had the chance to get super into it, and I always feel weird trying to play with others, even if it's just, like, especially, like, now with probably a lot of people who, like, played a lot of it. It's like, I feel like it'd just be especially awkward to play with people who are like, okay, we know how to do everything here, so it's like just follow us, and that I just feel like that kind of takes away from the experience. I never played the original Dark Souls 2, so I can't say where I'd put that, but I'm probably gonna put it right next to Scholar of the Lost Sin, which is gonna be the very bottom. Those are my least favorite, and then Elden Ring just above Dark Souls 2. Mostly because I just feel like Elden Ring, like, the idea is there, like, the gameplay is decent. It's just, I think it suffers from having way too much. I think that's its biggest issue, is there's just way too much going on in Elden Ring. It just becomes overwhelming, and then you just, I personally just kind of lost interest over a while. Je suis le stand? Well, how you doing, Mojo? Hope you're having a solid Sunday. I mean, I would imagine you're probably at least having a pretty solid Sunday. Issue with ER is that the bosses were largely a disappointment. Scholars of the First Sin made the enemies' placements much worse in almost every area. Funny enough, from everything that I've ever heard, is Scholar of the First Sin actually, it's like, everyone says it fixes a lot of Dark Souls 2 problems. Either way, I've only made it through Dark Souls Scholar of the Lost Sin once, and I did all the DLCs as well. Not really for me. I will gladly admit that a part of my general issue when it comes to Scholar of the First Sin in my playthrough was I was doing more of a meme build, because before I went to Scholar of the Lost Sin, I did a playthrough of Dark Souls strictly only using the Demon Hammer, and I did the same thing for Scholar of the Lost Sin. First Sin, whatever. I don't know why I keep saying Lost Sin, but so I was using a meme weapon that was significantly nerfed from between 1 and 2, and its hitbox is honestly pretty garbage. Like, I've seen, like, the model of the hammer go through people and it not technically connect. And obviously, other than that, my biggest issue is how they decided, you know what, ADP. You need ADP to get iframes for your rolls, and if you want the same amount of iframes for your rolls as Dark Souls 1, you need to get to, I want to say it was like roughly 35 ADP, and having to dump 35 levels into ADP instead of health kind of makes things a lot harder for no reason. 26? Everything else I've ever seen has said mid-30s. What was the other? Which one was the other liquid ooze? Not you. It was you. Minus spa plus. I mean, honestly, maybe minus spa. Actually, yeah. You know what? Let's go minus spa, because we at least get the +3. I've always been told 26. Who knows? I always feel like no matter where you go or who you ask, you always get a different answer. But either way, I think I went like mid 30 on ADP specifically. You know what? Yeah, one. How many statuses did we pick up? Because we picked up a Chesto and a Cherry. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the Chesto. Sleep is usually such a non-issue if you end up asking me. Alright, I am going to say Aeroblast. Just good. Okay, that thing has a crap ton of defense. Krokoroko, let's go. Okay, faster than us. I mean, not a big surprise. It is a mid-stage evolution. And you got... And speed boost? Jeez. Don't get me wrong, Elden Ring has amazing bosses between Margit, Rykard, Phase 1. It's like on the final boss. Phase 2 of Malekith, a few others, but there's so many... I think another one of my issues is, like, I mean, I don't think, like, off the top of my head, I can't think of any, like, specific quote-unquote trash bosses, per se. My issue is the fact that they just reuse so many bosses. Ice Cream, faster than us. Honestly, once you actually know Godskin doing the general trick to it, it's genuine. I genuinely don't think it's that bad of a fight. Worst game boss fights they ever made. But my biggest issue with Godskin Duo is the fact that they didn't make the what's what I'm looking for? Stab Moonblast. Jesus. That they didn't just make the overarching health bar their entire health bar. Like, what's the whole point of one being able to respawn back in? That's my biggest issue with them. The issue is that until you figure out the strategy or cheese them, they're incredible bullshit. Yeah, I won't disagree with that. I don't think without finding out that you can use sleep pots on them, I would have been able to handle them. That fight broke me and I forced me to use the Mimic Tear. I mean, I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit. I mean, it would be an S tier boss fight. Waterfall isn't, at least for me, after I like figured it out in its entirety. It's not an awful move. My biggest complaint with Melania is the fact that she heals herself. You take away the fact that she heals herself, and then that's not a bad. Then that ends up not being a bad portion of the fight. But her being able to heal herself is just that's where it falls apart for me. Do you actually like that? No, I think that's the worst decision that they made. The problem with Waterfall is that if you aren't perfect in dodging it, you're dead. I mean, there was plenty of times where I've generally got caught in it and still survived. Usually if you can avoid 1 or 2 hits, you're fine. The biggest issue, if you ask me, when it comes to it, is when she will literally, like, immediately, like, like you're doing your like kind of looping around, you're waiting for her to do something and she's just not doing anything, and then you're like, okay, I guess I'll come to you, and then she's like, oh yeah, by the way, waterfall, and you're just like directly underneath her, and then it's like, I know there's like a technique to dodging it when you're right underneath her. It's just I could never figure it out, where you have to like literally spin around her. I'm like, no, that don't make no sense to me. Also, Anonymous, how's it going? How is your Sunday? But just in general, so long as you mind your spacing, waterfall itself isn't bad. Ooh, I don't like any of this. Oh, thank God it died. Plus, while her jumping into the air would be amazing. Tell if there was that was her only attack where she jumped into the air, but it's not. I'm sitting here trying to like, I know like the one where like she jumps up and then like slams her sword down, but I feel like that's such a different animation, and I think she usually combos that jump, like from like she combos that move in from another move, whereas when she waterfalls, she just like absolutely just like immediately pops it off. Good. From what I remember of dealing with that fight, I feel like at the very least she never really pulled it. When did I pick up another? Wait, when did I pick up another awakening? I was like, when did I pick up another heal? She never really pulled it out until you get her down to about half, and then for the most part she only ever pulls it out once, maybe twice after you get her down to half. Granted, I was done with the game, but at that point I spent maybe 30 minutes on her and I was done. Yeah, I can't tell you how. I think I racked up like 2, maybe 300 deaths on her. I'd have to go back and actually double check because it's been a minute since I've actually played through. Before I went, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I'm using a summon, which I personally found using Mimic Tier was only worth it in second phase. Using Mimic Tier in the first phase, absolutely not worth it in whatsoever. It just gives her another thing to heal off of. I do plan to replay ER to get the plat and the DLC though. Okay. Definitely good luck to you. I would definitely say don't make things harder for yourself than what you have to at the very least. Sleep talk. Ugh. I'm trying to even think what achievements would I even be technically missing. Ooh, I'm gonna go Roar Beam because I'm not about to waste. Oh, good, get out of here. Resist. I think I have to go Arrow Blast just to try and get you out of here. Ooh, that is not good. Aurora Beam. Okay, that's at least better. You have really high defense. You have middle of the road, Spuddy. Okay, apparently you only have agility and double team. Okay, good, we hit. Only missing 5 trophies for the plat. Age of Stars, ending Elden Lord, ending Fortisax, Millennia, all legendary armaments. Well, I can definitely tell you I don't have the legendary armaments. I know I don't. I need to go through and actually do the different endings, because my first time playing through, I did the Madness ending, Madness Lord ending, but that was mostly because by the time I got towards the end of the game with my first playthrough, I got tired of just playing the game. And I was like, I just want the game to be over. And after Fire Giant, trying to deal with... Oh, God, what am I... Oh, Horaloo. God, I'm blanking on... Godfrey? Goldtree? That it? Godfrey? That fight, like, trying to deal with that was such a pain in the ass. I was like, okay, where can I get some summons to help? And the only way to get one of this... There's 2 different summons you can get. One you can technically miss out on if you don't do the quest line in time, which I didn't do the quest line in time. And then the other one was specifically doing the Madness ending, which originally I was planning on doing the Ronnie ending, but, you know, the Madness one supersedes that, so that's fun. But I did that, and then when I did my playthrough on stream, I asked, I did a poll, and everybody said do a Madness build. And so I essentially did a Madness build, and we just did the Madness ending again. But that one was at least more on purpose. Agile, yeah. Larvesta, that is definitely an Arrow Blast. Normal, Dark. Actually, I only got the 3 left. Let me just Arrow Blast my way through. Ramblin'. Ooh, that is... Quit hitting yourself in confusion! There we go, finally. Alright. Okay, finally, okay. Alright. We will wait for ads. Well, actually, no, it's just gonna be the end of it. Just gonna be the general cleanup. Alright. Egg bomb? Nah. Alright, let's see. Increase the cap. Gym TM. Prize selection. Ooh, Nature Mint? Ooh, I kind of think we actually got to go Nature Mint, to be honest. Go -1 of the defenses, plus... Do we go Nature Mint here? I definitely think we need the plus speed. I think, actually, and I think we, yeah, you know what? We go Nature Mint, we'll go plus speed minus defense. There we go, better. Much better. Alright, shop phase. Wait, what? Hold on, what? Weird. It didn't, you know what, it doesn't matter. Cleanse it all. Okay, everybody should theoretically be back. When I first went through the game, the Horaloo first phase, second phase, all that. First phase wasn't awful, but I could just never quite get it enough to make second phase more reasonable. And even second phase, I just, for whatever reason, all the explodey ground moves, I could not wrap my head around for like the longest time. Also, everybody coming back from the ads, for our reward, we took a Nature Mint. We kept the plus speed, but we went minus defense instead to get our special attack up, mostly because our defense was at 41 before we took the minus on it. So honestly, now we're pretty evenly spread. Hopefully when we evolve, we get a nice bump in speed. Otherwise, we might be kind of looking at a situation where we probably get on a decent run, but we probably end up losing towards the end because our speed ends up hurting us. Well, we also need to dock phase 1 because it's a rehash of an already mediocre fight. I'm trying to I mean, after like playing through the rest of the Souls games, I know there's definitely been times where I'm like, oh hey, I recognize these fight patterns and these fight moves. I wondered if this is where they pulled the idea for XYZ, and I'm sure I said that about something about Horaloo, but honestly I cannot remember for the life of me. Yeah, you fight Shade of Godfrey. Oh right, yeah. Honestly, the funny thing about that is Goldfree, as everyone likes to call him because, well, he's gold. Funny enough, I beat him my first try. So when I first showed up and like he was all like, "Oh hey, I'm here," and I'm like, "Oh hey, we're gonna fight this guy." That shouldn't be too bad. Ooh, okay, well that's a good same. And then Morgoth kicked my. I always get confused because there's like so many different forms of Morgoth and Margit, but the first Morgoth, he was absolutely rough. The one where he randomly spawns in, he was nothing, which no surprise. And then funny enough, the one where you fight him in the same arena as Horaloo, I first tried him on that one and I was like, okay, well that was a surprise. Leather ball? Good. I feel like Morgoth is the last boss they properly... I mean, maybe. The game takes a massive nosedive after that in both boss quality. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm pretty certain like it was pretty much well after that when I pretty much went, I'm not really having fun with the game anymore. Like, granted, after, you know, a bit of time away watching my one buddy, Beard in the Hair, he does a lot of Elden Ring. Like, after watching him play and, like, picking up, like, oh, hey, here's, like, how to, you know, handle this boss, or this is, like, a really good way to, you know, do fights and whatnot. It's like, it was definitely very game-changing, and it got me to the point where I was like, oh, okay, I can kind of handle XYZ now. Please have low defense. I mean, that's good. What do you mean you missed? Quit missing 3 times in a row, dude! Okay, well, if you're gonna increase my special anyways. Okay. Just... Come on. Brother! Also good to see not everyone... Like, I can understand why a lot of people like it, but yeah, definitely, it's just... Nah. Like, if they took Elden Ring and they essentially shrunk it down to the size of, like, Dark Souls 3, I bet it would be an absolute banger of a game. Like, no way that you probably don't love it. But I think they tried to do too much and it kind of suffered from it. Now, granted, I've beaten bosses harder than Melania. Hell, I'd argue that I've beaten a boss more difficult than DLC Radon. Oh god, what's his name? Nameless King from DS3. I feel like I had more trouble with him than I did with Consort Radon. I thought that fight was bullshit. Let's just top up a little bit, just to... I probably should have put on room service. I feel like Name of the Scheme is the most overrated boss fight in history. It was like both quality and difficulty. My biggest issue with the Nameless King fight was strictly the first phase. The whole, oh, you gotta hit the dragon in the head to actually do any real damage, and then just like how many fuck-ass moves it had specifically when it comes to essentially like rotating the camera around, and like if you're not like in the exact right position, like you get so many blind attacks from it. It just I personally didn't have a fun time with it. Also, if I would have realized, I mean, that actually works out. That's fine. The ironic part about that mechanic is that they proceeded to perfect the same fucking mechanic in the same game with Midir. I only ever fought Midir when me and my one buddy did a seamless co-op run of... Ooh, we're cursed in Mount Moon. Gross. Of DS3, and we did the entire game with... I want to say he set it up that everything in the game had a, like, plus 30% health and damage. Because, you know, obviously the two of us were playing together. But when we got to Midir, we had to reduce him back to just the regular amount. Because honestly, him having extra 30% was just awful. He leaves his head vulnerable after almost every attack for a few seconds. Yeah, I don't remember having a super awful time. It's just we were tickling the son of a bitch. Toxic fumes. Ooh. Ooh. I don't like this. Ooh, that's an awful... That is an awful, Okay, how do we want to do this? After like, if I were to finish this, am I technically allowed to go back and get all the items? I mean, I don't see why not, right? Beat him my first try last 3 playthroughs, including New Game Plus. Very nice. I feel like it's like that's got to be one of those fights that sticks in your head and you get the fighting down pretty well. Okay. All right, Solar Beam kind of crap. All right, we don't have Big Pearl kind of crap. All right. I almost feel like we kind of just gotta go. Ooh, all right. I gotta get rid of you. What? Weather Ball not enough to kill. Right. Faster than us, not great. All right. I was trying to get cheeky with it. I was hoping he was gonna use Meteor Mash again. All right, we learned to move at 25. Hello, New Game Plus. I didn't even take 1 damage for the first half. Ooh, very nice. You have Quick Attack. Weather Ball. Ooh, good Truant. That helps. Ooh, that hurts. I do have video proof of that. For the most part, from what I have personally found, I don't feel like a lot of people tend to lie for no reason when it comes to things like that. Or at the very least, if they do, you can usually tell. Even though I don't want to necessarily be using all of my Aeroblasts, we definitely need to be one-shotting everything we run into as best we can. Okay, that was good for us. On a battle, super effective dark. No, we're not taking any super effective dark. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. Okay, good, you're gone. Blippy. Somehow we're still... Okay, this thing has negatives. I mean, granted, it's only 180 BST, so not a big surprise. Alright. Pixie Plate doesn't do us any good. Alright, give us a level. Por favor. And Ice Beam? Shit. Okay. Luckily that didn't kill. Okay, give us a move. Stomp. Okay. Better than Mirror Move. Also better than Weather Ball. At the very least until... Okay. Alright. Alright. Need to do at least some kind of healing. Okay, that didn't really do much. That's fine. Let's see. Yeah, there's no reason for you to click that again. Okay, cool. Alright, let's get you out of here. Alright, Stomp's not great. Almost like Mirror was a terrible move. It has its moments where it can be okay, but yeah, not ever gonna be great. Alright. Alright, as much as I don't want to waste the steps, kind of have to make sure I'm grabbing every single item. Alright, there's no way we can full clear, I can tell you that right now. Okay, do I understand how that trick is supposed to work, or am I... We're dead. We're not dead. Good flinch. Okay, all we have to do is one shot every single mon coming up. Easy, right? How many mons do you have? You have 2. Alright, we need to get through this fight. I have not actually played Hollow Knight. I have been wanting to play it at some point, never got around to it. But I've seen... Wow, really, just... Seriously, nothing. Alright, if we can make it through this, we can at least make it through, but we're going to be hyper underleveled. I didn't want to use Aeroblast there, but that's fine. GG's. Oh, wow. The toxic fumes even hit Magikarp too. That's insane. That seems so busted. Just out of... Ew, we would have went Gigalith? I mean, honestly, still would have been pretty okay. Speed 1,000,000% would... Like, even if we made it through... let's just double check real quick. So, let's see. We just picked up Stomp. Bone Rush would have been solid to get. So would Double Kick. And then Yawn would have been the last move we would have gotten, so whatever. But Bone Rush and Double Kick would have been really nice pickups. Wish we would have got those sooner. And then from 37 on... Ooh, High Jump Kick. Ooh, would have had Stab, Rock Slide, Leaf Blade in the back pocket. I think the biggest, again, we probably could have had a decent run if we didn't have the curse right there. But I think after a certain point, our speed being only 45, that would have 1,000,000% gotten us absolutely killed. Okay. All right. So just for anybody joining us, if you want to see a specific type, I'm more than happy to do any type you want. As you can tell, I already have poison, water, electric, grass, ice, bug, and rock completed in A1. But if you happen to want to see any of those, because I did get the special classic split updates set up, I can go to A2 for special, or for the split, and do any of those. Other than that, screw it. Do steel? We did steel before you. Wait, yeah, you guys came in when we were in the middle of the Archon run, right? It's like we did steel right before this, because if you can, as you can see in my tracker, I literally almost have the entire bottom row of types done specifically in A1, and I'm like, I kind of want to get that entire bottom row done. So I'm definitely not going to be mad about. Ooh, you know what? Give me Melmetal. Or it's Meltan, then Melmetal. Ooh, Overgrow? Ugh, that's probably not going to do us any good. Double kick, though. Double kick, though, chat. Okay, don't hit me with... Oh, why would you disable? Okay, Crabhammer. I don't like the fact that you're faster than me. No, don't hypnosis me. Though, I was going to say, that almost tells me that that's all you got. Wake up. Okay, well, good news is he clearly has no actual moves. Alright, good job, Meltan. Personally would have gone Magnemite. For the most part, from everything that I've noticed for all the seeds that I've played, I don't think I've ever kept any of the starting Pokemon out the rip. I think I always end up pivoting. And I don't think I've ever actually like pivoted to the Mon that I already had. And I was like, you know what? No, it's like, I like this. Let me see what a level 8's got working for it. Carbos. Okay. Ooh, favorite FromSoft boss. To be honest, I don't think I ever thought about it. Like, I could probably better tell you bosses that I know I hate. Alright, let me see this level 9. I assume Gun Edition is near the top. So, one of the main reasons why I have Sekiro as my favorite FromSoft game is it's the one game that I felt the most accomplished for beating. Soundproof and only Solar Beam. Gross. No. You know what? Sandstream Onward? Sure. Let me see it. Doesn't hurt that there are only games with zero bad. Yeah, you're not wrong. I don't remember having a single specific boss fight in that game that I... Actually, no, I take that back. I feel like I particularly really hated... Oh, God. What was it just called? The Great Ape? But it's the one ape that eventually takes his own head off. And is also... Guardian Ape, that's it. That one genuinely annoyed me for the longest time. With just the way that it was set up and the spacing of everything. Like, it's like, it was just rough to get through. I can guarantee it took me more times than that. I will also say, when it comes to FromSoft games, parrying is my absolute weakness when it comes to any kind of mechanics. So also gives you any kind of idea, which is again another reason why I felt so especially accomplished when it came to whatchamacallit, stab knockoff. I don't... 30 speed, gross. That is way too much speed. 70 plus. I think when I played through whatchamacallit, Sekiro, that was before I started keeping track of my deaths. So I couldn't tell you how many times it took me. It wouldn't surprise me if it was around there, or if not a bit higher. +70, and also not being able to consistently beat Genichiro. It's like, yeah, it's not a good time. I feel like the Genichiro part of that I picked up pretty quickly. It was definitely the Ishin portion that I suffered at. Alright, what do you got, little motor? Amazing though that my on my 5th playthrough I beat him in 2 tries. I feel like it's definitely one of those games where once you like get the general idea of the stab point. Ooh, actually. Do we cope stab poison fang? We honestly we might cope stab poison fang. Did we see everything in here? We have. All right, let's see what else we got. I mean, Ishin's still a S tier boss, not an SS. Yeah, I'm just sitting here trying to think, like, again, it's also been so long since I've actually played Sekiro. I'm trying to think, like, what were some of my, like, what are, like, especially across all the Soulsborne, like, what are some of my favorite fights? Top 3, Orphan, Medir, Frida. Okay. Orphan's another fight that ended up annoying me a lot. Like, overall, the fight's pretty good. It's just, there's a couple of moves that Orphan specifically does where he completely disappears from the screen. It's like, okay, you got no idea where he's at, and you kind of have to just be like, okay, hopefully he doesn't rain down exploding, you know, placenta bombs on you and instantly kills you. Dream Eater, sludge bomb. Unfortunate that Dream Eater's useless and sludge bombs not great here. All right, the room is still our best bet at the moment. Let's see what else we got. I don't understand why people find him so hard. I've always found Lawrence and Ludwig much harder. All right, I'm gonna have to. It's like one thing you'll find out hanging out here is I am just god awful with remembering names. All right. One. Okay, yeah, I remember Ludwig. And then Lawrence was an absolute pain in my ass. I disliked that fight. That one annoyed the ever-loving shit out of me. Ludwig, though, I think I got that one, like, first, second try. That one wasn't bad at all. Though I also fought Ludwig at effectively level 1. Ugh. I know that's a pretty common thing that a lot of people tend to do is like level 1 runs. I don't think I'm built for that. Spent 8 hours. I could only imagine. It might not be bad to check on them all a while. Steel Fairy is a really nice typing. Had one run gone down to like 20% and then it broke. So funny enough, one thing that I tried to do and actually almost got done, it's just the fight itself took so long. I think like I was like, my brain was just tired by the end of it, and I just couldn't get it done when I got like down towards like the very end. Is the Asylum Demon that you can fight at the very beginning of DS1. I tried doing that fight with just the broken sword, and I almost got it done. Almost got it done. Just I can't remember if like he got a weird clip on me or if I just got out of position because my brain wasn't quite there yet. Just he missed it. Honestly, I almost feel like that'd be it's like slightly easier than the broken sword. I'm pretty certain I was doing 2 damage per hit with the broken sword. Might have been like 6. Ooh, hello, Ice Beam. Okay, I don't like that minus speed, but I think we gotta run the Ice Beam. Okay, also, what the fuck is this? Command and... Alright, well, we'll let it run. If it's copyright, I'll just won't be monetized in the video. That's all good. Also, I would imagine that that fist should swing faster than the broken sword, but your guess is as good as mine. Either way, I did not have fun doing it, but the only reason why I even bothered trying to attempt that is for my Demon Hammer run. I knew I was going to have to do the dupe glitch to get enough souls to be able to wield the Demon Hammer so I could just use it the whole time. So I was like, okay, I'll try and earn the Demon Hammer by just, you know, regularly killing the Silent Demon instead of using the Black Fire Bombs. Alright, let's see. We equipped. You know what? Note taker. I don't normally take note taker. Wait, what? Shit. Did I think that might have been my carbo. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Charmeleon, huh? Alright, well, we'll put Ice Beam there. Sky Uppercut. Headbutt. Okay, that's fine. No. Okay, Ice Beam. Oh, good. There we go. Alright. Maybe at some point I'll go back and lamp, you say? Yeah, give her a ton. Yeah, I definitely think that has to be a part of the latest update because I don't remember them ever switching up this much. Okay, okay. You're definitely faster than this. Heyo, Bryson! How's it going? How is your Sunday? So how did you not die? What are our stats again? Oh yeah, we're special attacker. Just hit. What is Clam's accurate? 85. 85? Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. Just Ice Beam it. Oh right, he's also been hitting us with Kinesis. I was like, wait, well, it's like 85 shouldn't be that bad. It must be like such a small chance for them to switch because I don't think I've ever really had just a regular ass trainer switch. Ooh, you got the high spitty. Clamp, just for 1 minute, just hit Ice Beam. Lazy Pokemon, I think. Okay, more Mega Evos. All right. Very specific trigger, but they can switch. Okay, it makes sense that it's a very specific trigger because I was like, I don't think I've really ever seen them. Yeah, Porygon Z could definitely use a Mega. You're not wrong about that. Okay, can we hit Clamp now? Okay, Clamp is just automatic misses, apparently. Freaking 85% my ass. Clobopus. Alright, we can Ice Beam this. If I remember correctly, if you use a move that a Pokemon they have in the back resists, they have a super effective move against your current mon, they have a chance. Oh, interesting. Alright, reboot with Drought. Alright, we're back to Sky Uppercutting. Oh, don't disable me. Alright, Clamp. Alright. I should actually probably be taking notes, but I'm so used to not worrying about taking notes until, like, after... I want to say Misty for the most part. Starmie, he... Yeah, you really don't like the Starmie Mega, do you? At least that's in Gen 3. No idea in Gen 4 Plus. Yeah, if... There's just so many changes from Pokemon to Pokemon, it's hard to keep track. Ooh. Yeah, we'll use an Ice Beam here. We'll try and save... Okay, Clamp. Good Clamp. He just got... I mean, you're not wrong. I will say with a lot of the newer Megas, I'm not majorly impressed with. I feel like a lot of them kind of went, like, kind of bare minimum. Lurk, appreciate the lurk. All right, we gotta use Ice Beam here. Love the memes though. Yeah, people have put out some pretty decent Mega Starmie memes. You're not wrong about that. Gensect, Technoblast, okay. Nice Schwinib. Right, good. Alright, 34 Spa, not bad. We at least got double our level. Ooh, a Mamoswine Mega? That would be pretty good. Yeah, Sky Uppercut. Ooh, good kill. Good kill. Yeah, another... Oh. Come on, just hit Sky Uppercut. Thank you. Alright, one more. Perfect. Not bad, but not great. Hit an item. Razor Claw. Okay, whatever. I mean, Palkia and Dialga technically have their own Megas. If you want to get super tactical, they have their origin forms. Is that what they're called? I'll go Ice Beam. Mega Deoxys could be pretty neat. You're not wrong. We'll go Ice Beam. Mega Punch. Alright, we've been hitting our Mega Punches. Which I think Mega Punch actually has somewhat... Yeah, it's 85. I think it's, what, Mega Kick that has much lower... accuracy. Fighting. I guess we go Ice Beam. Ooh, frozen you say. Alright. Uppercut. Mega Punch. Electro could... Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Electro deserves some love. Haha, yep, no. Alright, well, lucky for us, Celio's truant. Alright, now we can use Ice Beam. So, because hopefully we can find a PP max, because definitely want Ice Beam to be as many uses as possible. Okay, Celio and Spiel? Interesting choice in team, buddy. Okay, they got the Rogue. Well, with Drought up, Sky... Okay. Can't do anything about Fake Out. And Attract. Aha, it doesn't matter. Mawile sees through you. Rolling Kick, you say? Do we get rid of Mega Punch? Because we can at least have a flinch chance? Yeah, you know what? I think we can just get rid of Mega Punch and... Peg Knight. Alright, Sky Uppercut? Okay, so you are faster than us, which is fine. Stun Spore? That seems so unnecessary, sir. Wow. And... Okay. All that set up for nothing. Did you even have a move? Come on. Good move. Gave us a move we already have. Thanks for nothing, Brock. Cap increase. Prize selection. Ooh, Nature Mint? I think that's one of the things that I specifically really wanted, right? Yeah, because I definitely want to get the speed up. Honestly, probably go minus attack plus speed. Or maybe go minus attack plus special attack so we can at least have slightly higher speed. Or do we try and... you know what? No. Okay. I think we go Nature Mint again, but we go minus attack. Alright. Nature Mint plus Spa minus attack. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Okay. Oh, right. Shop phase. Okay, once again, it's not actually showing what's in my bag. Because I have 2 potions. And then I have 2 heal berries. Weird. Reset? Yeah, odd. Q something something try again. What? Right. Interesting. Alright, so that's just broken. Cool. Q... Yeah, it says Q full. Try again. Okay. Alright, we at least got it to figure itself out. Yeah, we don't need any of that. Okay, well, we can at least move on. Hopefully it's only a Brock thing. But that's the second time it's done that. Which is weird because it didn't do that to me the handful of times I played off stream. But I guess we'll see. Okay, can we please stop showing me things that resist Ice Beam? And we're probably dead, right? No, okay. Now we're probably dead. Somehow we didn't die. Holy crap. You want to know one of Gary's Pokemon in Pokemon Alt Red for when you do the stream? No. No, I don't. I want to be surprised. Oh my god. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Mawile. Just out of curiosity. Would have went into Mr. Mime. It'll be important? Nah. Won't be that important. So we just learned Rolling Kick. Why is Mawile learning so many fighting moves? Yeah, okay. So no matter what, we would have... Alright, still would have been pretty high in special. We would have evolved at 46. Which... Oh my god. We would have had... Thunder Punch would have been our best option. Hydro Cannon Needle? That's so deep. Yeah, okay. This run was just cursed. Got it. Okay. Alright, I'm going to do my obligatory normal run, but if anybody wants to see any specific run, let me know now. Because I at least want to give each of the types a try at the bottom of the horizontal stream. Because, again, to complete the bottom half of the types completed, I just need Steel, Flying, and Normal. And if I don't at least give them an attempt each stream, I feel like I'm not doing it right. You know what? Dunsparce. Why not? I've never cared for Dunsparce. Ooh, Dunsparce with pure power? Okay, hold on, chat. Never mind. Dunsparce got shit. Alright, Luster Purge. Hello? Can you not move moves in the... Of course we're frozen. Cool. Sick. Yeah, no, I agree. I never cared for Dunsparce, and I heard, oh, they're gonna give him an Evo. I'm like, okay, that's really cool. And then they showed you Dunsparce. I'm like, well, that's just stupid. Give me the mouse. Mouse with Levitate. Submission Swift. Ugh. I mean, Stab Swift at least. Okay, so you can... Cool, triple kick. Sick. Oh god, itchy. Oh, okay, better. Air balloon, huh? You know what? Give me the deer. Deer with poison point. Dragon Claw, Twin Needle. Okay. We got some options here. Alright. Dragon Claw, go. You know what? Sure. If you want to pick one of the starters. Oh, of course, you have Cute Charm. I was going to say, getting out of the lab isn't super hard, and it's usually RNG anyhow. Do the next one? Sure, go for it. Conversion? Nah, I don't need no conversion. Alright, honestly, if we can find the deer out in the wild, I'd probably bring the deer. The deer's actually pretty solid. Free berry juice, which isn't going to do us any good, but, you know, free berry juice. For the most part, I don't care about literally any of the berries. Alright, Fletchling, Scope Lens, Lechonk. Lechonk that's faster than us. I mean, we only have 12 speed, so not a huge surprise, but still. Spearow, yeah. Got 2 more mons that we can run into here. More Fletch. Okay. Not that I don't... I was like, not that I dislike Fletchling or anything like that, but like... Okay. Has the tact, apparently. Le Shonk again. Again, we only know Growl out of it, so I'm not too worried. Bidoof. Bidoof with Snatch. You got anything other than Snatch? Alright, show me the last mon, please. Or show me the level 9. Whichever one. Which as of right now, unless it's the one we haven't seen yet, it's probably Bidoof. Because everything else I've at least seen. Okay, well, we literally can't all leave this fight, so. Spearow, I guess we're going to check you out. With Static, Megahorn, Pedal Dance. Bad Spidey. I do also have another suggestion for a game you could stream. Ooh, okay. I always like having a nice backlog of things that I can keep an eye out for. And like I said the other day, like especially if it has any retro achievements attached to it, it'll probably be moved up the list. Fire Punch, you say? Alright. I'll take a look at Fire Punch. Oh, Bryson. Oh, Bryson. I played Pokemon Infinite Fusions. Like, that was like one of the first ROM hacks that I've played. Well, I think it was like the second one that I've ever actually played. Honestly, not bad. Give me minus attack plus spa, and we're cooking here. Oh, okay. We've still yet to see the last thing. What is the last thing in here? What about Pokemon Maya? Are you trying to say Pokemon My Ass? Because I don't think that's a game. And if it is, I don't think I want to play it. Yep. Ooh, level 9 Eevee. Okay, we'll check out the Eevee. But, yeah, no, I don't, just based on the name alone, I don't think I'd want to play that game. That does not sound like a game that would interest me. 3 was Static. Ooh, Dragon Breath. 29 Spa. Ooh, but only 10 Speed. The reason why it has 3 stars is because it has Dragon Dance. We'd have to get to level 16. Do we cope the Eevee? Because of that. You know what? Let's see if we can find a Munchlax or something real quick. Because I know Munchlax is like the one normal mon that you really want to keep an eye out for. Okay, well, I never find the 4th in this one. It never seems to spawn, so let's go check over here. I'm pretty certain when it comes to being a member on YouTube, you have to pay money. So unless you got your own money, I ain't gonna be. It's like your boy's too broke to be handing out memberships for free. The heck is this song from? Also, I think that was our third. Yeah, that was our third one. Apparently it's okay. Apparently this is from Ruby and Sapphire. It's just I'm trying to even think what it is. Ayo, Jambone. Jambone, how's it going? How is your Sunday? 169 quests? Hell yeah. That's what we like to see. That right there is true commitment, folks. Alright, that's the level 8. Okay. I guess... Alright, this is what we're gonna do. Because we can catch 2 more mons. Whatever we see first. We either... Full beat. What did that... Whatever. If we see level 8 fletchlings, we'll pick up level 8 fletchlings. If we see level 9 EVs, we'll pick up level 9 EVs, and then we'll just kind of see whatever is the best. Okay, I said level 9 EVs. That being said, I don't honestly think a level is going to make much of a difference. I see the potential in EV, so I'll take a level 8 EV as well. Got home from work and probably fell asleep. Understandable. It's like, just woke up, don't know what to do. I also know that feeling. I know that feeling all too well, just never truly knowing what to do next. Pokemon that are creepy to you. Okay, what are some creepy Pokemon? So that's the original one we found, pretty much straight across the board. No attack. 26. Okay, this one just has straight up better IVs. Sheds. Ooh, shed skin? Oh, but that nature. That nature. Creepy Pokemon Jinx. That's fair. Jinx is a rather creepy Pokemon. Hypno? Yeah, Hypno is definitely a creepy Pokemon. You're not wrong about that. Alright, I think Shed Skin's going to be better for us, but us having a minus spa is going to hurt a little bit. That being said, if we get a third Naturement in a row from Brock, we might be okay. Let's see. Definitely equipped. We'll go potions and paralyze heals. Yeah, toss the berry juice. No, what? No. Okay, we got the lucky egg on. Okay, we're good. Oh, it was the berry juice that was putting us over. That makes sense. Yeah, there's so many different Pokemon with Pokedex entries about kidnapping or killing children. It's wild. Alright, well, your wish means nothing to you. Alright. I was going to say, if wish takes one more turn, I was going to hit hypnosis. We don't want to pick up an item because we might go over cap. Yeah, I don't know what Pokemon's odd obsession of having just like the most out of left field Pokedex entries is. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Mantike. I was gonna hope that we had a speed tie and I mean, honestly, I probably, if it was gonna be a speed tie, I probably should have still clicked Dragon Breath, but it all worked out. It all worked out. You know, we're still gonna hold off on picking up an item. I can't tell you for certain off the top of my head. I don't remember it being specifically that Gothita mind controls sleeping children, but that doesn't sound familiar. Corvus Choir? Okay. Ooh, good para. Okay, we're fine. This is fine. Okay, good. Alright. Eject button. Nope. That being said, potion? Alright. I'm feeling fairly confident that Eevee should be able to make it to Brock. We got 7 Dragon Breaths and 4 Mons to get through. Pretty much so long as we don't run into a fairy type, we're good. If we run into a... Never mind! GG's, everybody! Alright, anyways. Alright. I would say it's time to struggle our way through, but the problem with that is... Chat, the game gave us a chance! Oh my god. There should be no reason why we're making it past this. Also, Ingrain. Well, spoke. Yeah, seriously, absolutely spoke that into existence. Okay, Moo Moo Milk. Okay, I'm down for some Moo Moo Milk. Sir, why do you have a right on? Okay, good. That's one dead right on. Okay, we're at least making it to Brock. So if we die, well, I mean, I guess we gotta get past the rival first. If we don't, if we at least make it past the rival, then we can move on to a different typing. And why is it when Pokemon makes an evolution for a Pokemon, they get lazy? I mean, arguably recently, yeah, I guess they kind of gotten lazy, but I think for the most part, with their track record, they haven't been very lazy. I think one big problem when it comes to, especially nowadays, of people trying to make the Pokemon Company making new Pokemon, is because of the way the internet is and how many people enjoy Pokemon. Everybody's making their own fake mon, and that's one of the major reasons why we haven't gotten a new evolution recently. It's because of the fact that I think it was specifically they had a flying type ready to go. It was far too similar to a fan made one that's out there, and they didn't want to release it and then be all like, "Hey, it's like this, it's like Pokemon stealing art. Look at them, they're stealing art," and have to deal with all that. So they just ended up scrapping it, and I think that ends up being the major issue. Icy Wind, huh? Alright, we're gonna Hypnosis. Okay, we're gonna Hypnosis. Perfect. Alright, bag. We're gonna Potion to heal. I still sleep, good. I'm gonna start minimizing. Fast asleep, good. Keep minimizing. I woke up. I'm minimized. How did you hypnosis me? This is bullshit. Actually, wait. Do I have a para heal? Let's move that. And I don't have any berries. Okay. Just wake up. Hey, Shedskin, let's go. All right, keep minimizing. I think this is our new best chance. Okay, we got one more minimize in us. Okay, cool. We are now fully minimized. Let's use a potion. Icy Wind still hits somehow. That's fine. But and then bullshit. We got Pichu and Pikachu. They just removed it. I mean, yeah. Like, I mean, how many, like, it's like if you look at like pretty much every evolution, every Pokemon generally has a, you know, similar sounding name to the future and or previous one, depending on where you're looking at it. All right. Gonna heal here because we're gonna be dealing with a future site at some point. Alright, gonna heal again because I'm gonna say if Sky Uppercut hits, we're probably dead. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, Intimidate's not a big deal. Ooh, thank you for the belly drum. Good. Good. Okay, Combi ain't shit. All right, well, last Pokemon chat. We've used almost all of our heals for this fight. Spout missed. Good. Spout missed again. Oh, the Eevee did it. The Eevee did it. The little Eevee that could. Having Shetskin was the right call. Okay, give me a Naturement to get rid of this minus spa, buddy. Destiny Bond's not going to help me, Brock. Why would you give this to me? All right, increase the cap. Prize selection. Damn, we didn't. The one time we really wanted Naturement. All right, I think we have to go with the 2 potions, to be honest. And yeah, I want the antidote. Even though it's like arguably it's not going to be too rough of statuses because we at least have Shed Skin. All right, Shop Phase. Okay, again, Shop Phase not working for Brock for whatever reason. It's weird. Yeah. All right. Okay, chat. I'm going to say this right now. If level 23 isn't a move, this is 100% a dead run. There's no way we're making it much further than what we've already made it without at least one other move. Yeah, especially if we're not one-shotting. Also the fact that we're not one-shotting with 55 freaking spa. Also, I just now realized that our defense is 42. Yeah, okay, even if we do get hit with fighting moves, we're probably not dying. In Alt Red, the stone evolutions are different. That makes sense. If they're gonna take the time to make other, if they're gonna take the time to switch up typings, they're gonna take the time to switch up the different stone evolutions as well. Okay, Hoppip probably gonna die to 1 Dragon Breath. Good. Horfish. There's a chance it survives. Okay, good. Alright, that's 22. Poison fighting. Okay, there's a fair chance that Sneasel survives. Faster than us as well. Not a big surprise. Silver Wind. That's fine. Okay, good. Schnubble. Well, poopsicles. Put you to sleep real quick. How have we ran into 2 fairies already? This is bullshit. I have an idea to prepare you for Pokemon Alt Red. Okay, what's your idea? And you have so many moves. Oh my god, they're... What? Okay. Alright. So... Oh my god, I have to use Minimize 4 more times. Gotta save Pokemon and guess what? Okay, you're gonna give me like the actual name in Alt Red? Or are you going to like give me the actual name? Because at that point, that's not going to help me at all. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's do a little potion there. All right. I was also going to bump this up to 6,400 speed just to make this go a little bit quicker. Good, you're asleep. More dragon dances. First, you have Bulbasaur. Well, just based off you telling me Bulbasaur, there's no way for me to actually tell what type it's going to change to. That being said, I know from the picture I saw it changes to Fire type. I wish there was like just a, hey, hit the struggle button. Like if I was able to just hit struggle as soon as this thing came out, like we would have been fine. All right, chat. Last heal. All right, going back up to 6,400%. All right, finally out of Dragon Dances. All right, I'm gonna start using. All right, I'm gonna use my Dragon Breaths while it's asleep. I'll hypnosis it whenever it wakes up. Using Whirlpool sucks for me. Okay, good. Because the longer it stays asleep, the more moves I can end up using. Okay, last Dragon Breath. All right, we got 2 hypnosises. Okay. We've made it through. That being said, we have no heals and we have to struggle again. That didn't even kill it. What the fuck? This is some bullshit. Okay. Eevee would. Ooh. Eevee went what? Cruel to Ledge? Ooh. Okay. There's no way we would have actually known when we would have evolved. Obviously we would have been at least 23, so we would have learned Dragon Breath again. And okay, so would have learned nothing. Ooh, Bubble Beam at Misty, and then everything else was garbage. Okay, well. All right, Eevee. At 23 would have learned Sonic Boom. It wouldn't have been hyper helpful, but it would have been something. Covet at 30. Ugh. The fact that we even made it as far as we did is insane. You know what, Bryson? I'll do you one better. Not only can you pick the starter for whatever we're about to do, you can pick the type as well. Whatever type you want. Name 3 and you'll pick? Okay, let's go Fire, Ghost, and Psychic. I said Fire, Ghost, and Psychic. That's Fire? Okay. I know a lot of people say like Fire is one of the better ones to actually go for. Well, it's like we're already in Fire, Bryson. Took too long. All right, so we got Fuecoco, we got Darumaka, and we got Reboot. Ooh, we actually got a pretty solid bench here. All of which arguably good choices, if you ask me. Score, buddy? Okay. Liquid Ooze, okay. Ooh, you chose wrong, Bryson. Like, you picked the bunny for speed and it got no speed. But it does have Whirlpool, so that's helpful. Alright, step 1, we Whirlpool. Okay, step 1, we Whirlpool. It has Water Absorb. That's cool. I'm going to throw up Reflect, and I'm going to hit... It finally hit. Okay, alright. Okay, well, luckily for us, it's like doing no damage. Oh, good. We also do no damage to it. Yay! Awesome. Okay, we can switch over to Ghost. I definitely don't mind doing a Ghost run. Alright, that's fine. Once we get a Ghost run through Brock, then we can go whatchamacallit, we can go back to fire. Is this Hades? This one right now? Not previously. That was Kanto. Okay, yeah, a couple ago was Hades. Good ear. Good ear. Okay. Ooh, citrus berry. Okay, we got Galarian Yamask. We got regular Yamask. Secret third Yamask? Sableye. Alright, Bryson. Because that last one went so poorly, it's like I'll at least let you pick until we can get out of the lab. Sableye? Okay. Sableye, not a bad choice. Shedskin, okay. Mistball, Fury Swipes, okay. Also got Mirror Move just in case. Mirror Move, Ancient Power? That didn't do us any good. Go back to Mistball. Alright, Sableye out the lab. I don't feel like room service is ever going to come up, but who knows? Maybe one day Amon will have Trick Room and actually use it. Awakening. We got a Citrus Berry in our pocket. That's not bad. Corsola. Oh, Corsola. It evolves into Corsola specifically. X accuracy. Eh. Galarian Mask. Unfortunately, we do not take our rivals A, so sorry, Galarian Mask. Even though I do really enjoy you and Runagigas. You ain't coming along, buddy. Another custom Pokemon? Alright. Have at it. Okay, but seriously, I'm not gonna say no to Drifloon. Drifloon's got some options. Okay, because seriously, can I get something other than Galarian Mask? Okay, Drifloon is our level 9 of the forest. Ultra Beast or Fossil? You know what? Give me Fossil. Give me Fossil. I don't feel like there's not enough fossils. With Flash Fire. Okay. 20 attack. Has Sludge Bomb. Also has Fire Spin, Octazooka, and Volt Tackle in its back pocket with OK Spa. Not gonna lie. I like this. Oh, you know what? Keep it at 2. I feel like 2 Evos for fossils is just pretty standard. Okay, we still got... Ooh, Litwick with Trace? You know what? Sure. Let's take a look at Litwick. Rock? Ooh. You know what? I'll leave that one up to you. Surprise me. Ooh, Stab Shadow Ball. Oh, but it has... ooh, that's speed, though. Okay, never mind. I was about to say... It's like, this is it, chat, but no. Just everything about it's just no. Ooh, but it does have a PP Max on it. Though I don't think I can actually technically use that. Doesn't matter, though. Alright, what is the last one? Any special factors? Ooh, special ability. Okay, faster than us and has Rock Throw. Also Trace, which makes me think... that Litwick here evolves into Corsola. Which would make sense. Has Trace. Okay, speed bump up pretty good. Attacks, And just out of quick curiosity. Oh, actually interesting. Corsola not on the list of what... Funny enough, Drifloon. Drifloon on the list for Litwick to evolve into for some reason. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're still missing a single mon in here. So let me hopefully find... Duskull with minus... Nah. Only Peck, yeah. Well, technically not only Peck, we only know of Peck. Alright, well... Ooh. Intimidate, you say? You know what? I like a Sandygast. Sandygast is a cool Pokemon. Dragonclaw Hyper Beam. 19 Spa, not mad about it. I mean, does learn to move at 9. I don't know, I'm still liking the Drifloon though, if you ask me. Alright, so far Drifloon's in the lead. Let's see what else we possibly can find, but we might just get another Drifloon and see. But by reviving the Wheel Fossil, you get Trislow? Trislow? The Wheel Inventor Pokemon. Ooh, inventing the invention of the wheel. Very nice. Okay, I'd like to at least see the third one here. It's a rare occasion whenever I find the fourth one. Ooh, Dreepy! Get in the ball, Dreepy! Love Dreepy. Dreepy's just such a cool Pokemon. Alright. With why does everything have Trace? My god. That being said, Drifloon it is. Drifloon it is. Alright, we will equipped. Ooh, starter pack? What do we got? What do we got? Mach Punch? Ooh, Mach Punch might not be bad, especially with our attack. But the real question is, where do we put it? I mean, do we keep Volt Tackle just to have like a kind of a nuke? Or do we get rid of Volt Tackle because we can't afford damaging ourselves? Ooh, Rock Steel type? Okay. Let's take a look. Coverage. We're only missing 9, which are different dragons. If I get rid of electric, but I add in fighting, again, still mostly dragons. Wait, what? Oh, because ghost dragons. Yeah, it's pretty much ghosts is our biggest problem here. If I add in an electric, but I take away fire, the only thing we have to worry about really specifically is... Because I can tell you right now, I'm not getting... Like, we're obviously not going to get rid of Sludge Bomb. Octazooka, I don't... Actually, you know what? I think we do go starter pack and we get rid of Fire Spin. If shit goes sideways and we need to hit something rather hard, I think Volt Tackle is going to be the money. These Pokemon were the smartest of them all, known for helping cavemen inventing things like the wheel. Alright, Sludge Bomb goes up there. Octazooka, I'll click before Volt Tackle. Alright, Mach Punch! Almost. Haha, take your belly drum and shove it. Bug Electric. Sludge Bomb. Get it. Okay. You know what? Yeah, just double Sludge Bomb. Just get off my screen. Give me some levels. Stockpile? No. Get out of here. Get out of here with that crap. Nobody want that. Don't care about. Nope. Not coating any berries. I like to be able to. You know what? Just out of curiosity. Ooh, faster than us, because I don't think Spore's priority, right? Yeah, if it had priority, it would tell us. Full tackle. Thunderbolt. Why do you have Thunderbolt? Stop that. Stop that. You can click something else. Okay, thank you for clicking something else. Hey, seriously, Driftloon, wake the fuck up, bro. All right, I gotta go Sludge Bomb. Finally wakes up. My God, my dude, you're legitimately gonna get us killed. All right, we gotta. All right, taking a risk. One a little close there, chat. Oh shit, we had an awakening. When did we find that? Okay, well we know for next time. When given a modern wheel, it evolves into quad speed, the modern speed Pokemon. Ooh, okay. Alright, full tackle. Okay, we're faster than it. Good. Also, kind of impressive that we're faster than it. Alright, a little bit of recoil, not a big deal. Got a bit of psychic going on. Slender Bomb. Okay, Octazooka? Good. Helping Drifloon, buddy. Come on. I need you to learn something a little bit better. We'll go Mach Punch. That's fine. Into Rock Fire. Ooh, okay. Not too often that you have a big change like that in typing. Yeah, Sludge Bomb. Good. We'll Volt Tackle this. That'll be fine. Yeah, just a teeny little bit of damage. Volt Tackle. Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't need you Volt Tackling me. Zoom Lens. Mystic Water. Tranquil? Okay, there's no way we... I was gonna say, there's no way we take it up. Okay. Okay, actually, hold on, wait, before... Alright, real quick. Search. It was... Nope. Tranquil. Look up. Leave a note. Nope. Okay. We'll just have to remember that Tranquil has really high speedy, because if it survived a super effective Volt Tackle, it's got crazy speedy. Trislow was a slow inventor, while Quad Speed's a famous racer, known to be so fast that even the smallest could land you in. Ooh, that's pretty darn fast. Sludge Bomb. Though I was gonna say Octazooka would probably be a good call too. All right, level 17. E-Speed. Ooh. Dude. As much as I don't like taking damage, I don't think E-Speed's worth it. At least not this early on. Alright, got a Yamask drought situation going on. Yeah, I was gonna say, ooh. Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, that's actually useful. Alright, well, hopefully that Yamask evolves into something that we can actually do some damage against. Or we at least learn a move. Ooh, yes. Alright, little 100 XP did us no good. And granted, got us a little bit closer to 18, so I guess there's that. Signature ability is Fast Escape, where if the Pokemon dodges 3 times, it'll automatically swap with a random Pokemon and swap speeds. Octazooka. Ooh, that's... Really? And, of course, I have nothing to heal it. Sick. Alright, Volt Tackle. Alright. Just get it off my screen. Axew comes out with pressure, huh? Alright. Gotta hit it with the hardest we can. Ooh, okay, that's good poison for us. Alright. I was faster. Actually, Mach Punch, yeah. Alright, potion. Potion. Alright, chat, we got 1 heal. Can the Drifloon make it through Brock without dying? Okay, that's at least dead. That's good. Oddish comes out. Sludge Bomb is at least neutral. Oh, ugh. Alright, that's fine. Quit resisting things. Alright. Okay, good. Alright, we have to heal this. Ooh, actually. Damn. I mean, realistically, we weren't going to make it through it anyways. But, ooh, we would have turned into Jellicent. Ugh. I mean, granted, honestly, not a bad stat spread. It's kind of middle of the road, but it's at least something. We would have evolved at 28. And we've gotten... What have these moves been? Meteor Mash, Body Slam, Secret Power. Okay, those are actually fairly decent. We probably could have kind of worked with those. Ugh. Alright, up to fire. Okay, squad speed swaps with Slowpoke. Slowpoke is now fast. Yeah, no, that's clever. Can I pick the Psychic Starter? Well, after we get through a fire run to Brock, then I'll let you pick a Psychic Starter. Ooh, Draining Ghost, hello. Alright, I'm liking this. Shadow Punch. Faster than us, I don't like that. Bonering Might. Eh, damn. It was an attempt. Monkey, cat. Yeah, we were talking about Lynn earlier. Let's run the cat. Cat with Flash Fire. Okay, sure. Why not? Okay. Okay, cat looking pretty good. Alright, Bubble Beam. Alright, we're faster. Good. Safeguard. Don't care about that. Sick. You know what? We haven't done an Ultra Beast in a minute. Go Ultra Beast. Alright, Potion. Okay, Pecha Berry. Man, too bad we didn't have a Pecha Berry last run. Having a Pecha Berry would have been pretty nice. Protective Pads. Energy Root. Okay. Okay, Houndour, not mad about as an option. That being said, I do kind of like the cat. Kind of want to see if Life Orb. Never touch. Ooh, okay. All right, level 9 Numel. Take a look at the Numel. Evos or none? Nah, you know what? None. I feel like Poipole should be the only Ultra Beast that has Evos. Dragon Rage, Air Cutter, Twister. Ooh, okay. Get a better nature on this thing. And we could probably just run it, to be honest. 17. I'm assuming that's... Yeah, I was going to say, that's got to be faster, right? Okay, real quick before I forget. Litten. Where are you at? Route 2? I think. Either that's supposed to represent the forest. I'm not sure. Types. Ooh. I'm just gonna keep catching level 9s for now. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, yeah, let me see level 8 Litten. Because at least with Numal, we got the Dragon Rage, so we should be able to get 2... Ooh, Compound Eyes? Ooh, kind of hard to say no to that. What's Vital Spirit? What'd that do? Cannot be put to sleep. Okay, fair enough. Ooh. Icy Wind Bubble Beam? Ooh. You know what? Seeing as how we're doing... You know what? Fire Psychic. Go Fire Psychic. We'll combine the two that we're gonna do. Oh. Let's see. Vital Spirit, so no sleepies. Compound Eyes, so increase... What? 10%? Increase accuracy move by 30%. Okay, IE Thunder, accuracy 70 with ability up to 91. Ooh. This is tough. Special factors. Ooh. Ooh. You know what? Signature move. I feel like Ultra Beast deserves a signature move. Vital Spirit, no sleepies. 16 spa. Compound Eyes, 18 spa. 16 speed, 15 speed. Okay, so speed's arguably comparable. Evolves at 17, evolves at 33. Ooh. Alright, as of right now, let's just... We'll run back and forth. It's between Numals and Littens at this point. Whatever shows up first, Littens, Numals. I don't care about that, not gonna lie. Ooh, maybe do we check a Chimchar? You know what? Screw it. Yeah, we check a Chimchar. Why not? He's just a little guy. Oh, right. I didn't want to check this. Battle armor. Roll out, water pulse, bind, bad speedy. Okay, definitely not Chimchar. Definitely not Chimchar. I can tell you that right now. No Chimchar. Sorry, buddy. Ooh, had Trace though. Could have been the last one, Litten, but you weren't. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, but you weren't level 8. All right. Is this last Litten goated? It's flash fire though. Okay, so that's 15, 15, 15, 15, 16, 14, 14, 14, 16, 14. Okay, so the other Litten's better anyways, so that's... Honestly, I think we gotta go... Dragon Rage probably gets us to... guarantees us getting to Brock realistically. Bubble Beam, Icy Wind are solid moves. Aeroblast, nice little backup. Thunder Wave, if we need to slow somebody down. Let's see. Boomator, Planet Destroyer. Ooh, that sounds scary. You know what? Okay, this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to create a save state. We're going to run the Litten, because I think that's the right choice. If that doesn't make it past Brock, we'll try the Numal at super speed. Just out of pure curiosity, to see if that was the right choice. Okay, come on, give me wild fights. I got Bubble Beam. No wild fights, damn. Okay. Probably should have paid attention to... Okay, let's see. Ah, it's energy root. Okay, I was like, why am I so far over? It's because of the energy root. That's why. Little Munchylax comes out. Show me Bubble Beam. That really didn't do much. Okay, Aeroblast. We'll just go into... Oh, really, dude? Really, my dude? Okay, apparently he just has no moves. Got it. Little Cling Clang Wing-a-Wang. Okay, Bubble Beam. Quit flinching me! Okay, good. Made it through. Alright. We use one of the potions now. Love Ball. See, this Ultra Beast is bigger than Ultra Neko's. Oh, that's giga big. Constantly being held back by every Ultra Beast to protect their dimension. Oh, okay, okay. Ooh. Aeroblast? Oh god. Thunderwave. Thunderwave that right now. Icy Wind to drop your speed. Okay. Super. Get out of here with that shit. Okay, good. Ooh, hello, Razor Leaf. Okay, do we get rid of Aeroblast? Or no, I think we get rid of Thunderwave. A normal bunny. Normal bunny. Bubble Beam. Ah. Okay, that might have just been more so on me. Alright, just out of quick curiosity. Alolan Marowak into... Ooh. Blasphalon. Interesting. That could have been fun. Alright, have one real quick. All save states have been loaded or the game... Reround. Okay, close. Okay. Yeah. Alright. We'll just play through this really fast, because again... Like, what? It's like, what do you do? What do you do? Okay. No nickname. Alright. We equipped. Potion Paralyze Heal. Yep. Pretty much same exact situation. Alright. Paralyze. No. Energy Root. We toss that. Alright, that comes out. Realistically, I'd probably go Twister first just to see. I go, oh, that's not great for me. Dragon Rage. Boom. Dead. Cool. I see that. I immediately go Dragon Rage. I'm not messing around with that. Nightshade over Disable. Didn't really use any heals. Marini comes out again. I hit Twister first. I go, oh, okay, that's actually fairly decent damage. I just Twister my way through this. Perfect. That dies. Baneri again. I hit Twister first. That doesn't do much. I go, oh no. Okay, boom. Instantly dead. Cool. Alright, then I think from here on out, I don't have to essentially just pretend to play it as I would have. Okay, because Rockruff, again, I'm hitting Twister to... Okay, I don't want to be poisoned, so get that off my screen. Okay, Twister. Seriously. Alright, at this point, I was going to say, like, I'm just hitting Dragon Rage because I want to get through the fights. I got 4 Dragon Rages and 4 Pokemon left. Might as well hit Dragon Rages when and where I can. Signature move is Final Destination, which is a one-hit KO move that has a 30% chance to hit, and if it misses the user... Oh, God. I would not touch that move. Yeah, Dragon Rage. Dragon Rage you? Okay, luckily. And Dragon Rage you. Cool. Alright. So arguably Litten would have been a very fun run Evos wise. And I think we just got really unlucky with how everything kind of like what we ran into. Like obviously like Numel was always going to make it to Brock and realistically make it through Brock. Dragonborn, damn straight. But it will hit if the enemy Pokemon is a hot. Okay, well that's at least a nice change to the one-hit KO moves. Like just always have that chance to one-hit KO. All right. All right. Let's see how far this little camel can make it. Okay, that comes out. I'm immediately hitting Dragon Rage. Froakie comes out. I'm pretty sure we just saw this and I immediately hit Dragon Rage. So, boom. Get you out of here. Alright, Breck. Okay, I don't like the fact that you're water. Okay, good. Reboot comes out. I'd probably try to take Time Twister. Okay, one Twister. Not bad. I'm fine with that. Yanma, okay, you're pretty big. I'm gonna rage you. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, good, we hit the Twister. Nice. Rock Throw, you say? Fortunately, that is a physical move. Yeah, Air Cutter's gonna be better. Ooh, wait, hold on. We get rid of Nightshade. Nightshade's not an actual help. Pretty certain I Dragon Raged you. Don't bother me. Oh god, what are you doing? Oh god, just... Okay, thank god. Okay. And we're gonna play it risky. We're gonna play it risky here, chat. It's like... I was gonna say, this shouldn't exist. And it's faster than us anyways. Okay. Just out of curiosity, what would Numel would have went 9 tails? Big bump in the spa. Okay. Well, now we know. I'll count that as making it to Brock. Let's check out Psychic. Alright, Bryson. Do you want some eggs? A tiny burb? Or a coin? It is Bronzor anyways. Like, is that supposed to be like anything? Or is it that just like a Pokemon design? Alright, and swipe away some notifications. Ugh. Alright. I'm thinking I got like one more trip to Brock at me. We can make... Alright, let's see. What are we doing any numbers anywhere? Not really. Not particularly. Okay, what the crap is this? Oh, Mugenics. Huh. Okay. I have to imagine that that's not DMC, right? Alright, I think Bryson's got pulled away for something. You know what? I'm gonna take some eggs in these troubling times. Ew, truant? Ugh. Okay, we're gonna hit Petal Dance. It's our strongest move. And you're teetered. Okay, that's just rude. Petal Dance. Aha! Get out of here! Out with a truant Pokemon. And learning Aerial Ace. Okay. And granted, I'm never gonna use you. That being said, I mean, plus spa instead of minus spa? This could actually be decent. Well, that and obviously you would want to get one that doesn't have Truant, but I'm not going to worry about it. But yeah, Stat Petal Dance, not bad. Stat Petal Dance would not be bad. Slowpoke. Not bad. Ooh, Shellbell? Shellbell? Hmm? Elgium? Well, we already know Elgium is not going to be... Ooh, Slowpoke the 9. Hello. Alright, show me the good stuff, Slowpoke. Hyper Cutter. Ooh, okay. Got Thunder Punch. I might... Ooh, only 12 speed, though? I mean, you are pretty beefy. I'm not going to say no to Slowpoke, but I'm definitely going to look at other things. I also don't think we could find anything else, unless, like, it happened... The other Slowpoke happened to have speed boost. Like, second ability, speed boost on that? Okay. I like Inkay. Inkay is a fun Pokemon. Also with Hyper Cutter. Ooh, Stab E-Sense? Ooh. I think we kind of gotta run the Inkay. Stab E-Sense is kind of just insane. Okay, actually seems to be... Okay. Alright, show me all the Inkays. Ooh, the pony? Okay, I feel like we have to check out the pony. 410 BST? Chlorophyll. Play rough. Wow, 21 speed with a minus speed nature. That's insane. Explode. Yeah, okay. Okay, pony definitely good to keep an eye out for in future runs, but I'm gonna say no to the pone. At least for this run. What level does Elgium evolve? I was not paying attention. Never mind. We will never know. Unless we run into another one. Alright. We got Hyper Cutter with no, like, positive minus nature. Ooh, I think that one's worse. Yeah, that one's significantly worse. Alright. Also with Hyper Cutter, ooh, minus defense plus spa. Oh, you know what? I'll take that risk. I'll take that risk. Let's see. Yep. Does it have a name? Nope, no names. We don't do names here. At least not yet. Starter pack? What do we got for starter pack? Mach Punch. I was gonna say we're not. Okay, so we're not doing that. Ballmaster. I don't. No. I'll take the. Waiting for dialogue to close. All right. Let's see. No. I will take an antidote because being poisoned sucks. Oh, did it not? Okay. Alright, there you go. Alright, Pickety Peck comes out. Essence. The fact that it didn't kill, wild. Baltoy, we gotta Dragon Breath this. Alright, just two dudes dragoning each other. Alright. If this little guy gets crunch, I think we're cooking. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, miss. Of course you have absorb. Damn it. Alright, just out of curiosity. Bad defense, bad. We knew that coming up. Alright, we would have went into Houndour at level 30. Picked up Stab Confusion, Body Slam, Dizzy Punch, Rock Tomb, Thunder. I mean, I guess we probably would have taken it just to have something. Then we evolve into... Okay, at least up on our defenses a bit, so that would have been nice. It was, what, 30? So, Psybeam. So many... Okay, Spout, Clamp. Though, honestly, our physical attacks jumped up a decent bit. Icicle Spear, Thunder Punch. Well, yeah, if we had Thunder Punch, we wouldn't be worried about Thunder. Though, that would have been Erica. Okay. Alright, we keep going. Like I said, I at least want to make it to Brock one more time. Poke. Oh, you know what? Poke. We do the poke. We do the poke. Intimidating poke. Ooh, okay. Okay. Oh, of course you have Drizzle. Alright, well, Blaze Kick is our best bet. Okay, quit missing. Good job, Poke. Not gonna lie, I don't hate the Poke. Okay, this sounds familiar. Just out of curiosity, what is it? Civilization, okay. It only sounds familiar because it's all... Ooh, rare candy, okay. Charcoal, nobody cares about that. 290 on a Solosis, eh. They'd probably have to show me some crazy... Ooh, Rogue Stone. I'm trying to think, are there any psychics that use a Rogue Stone? That's 30. 32 on that. Ooh, Muna. Okay. Well, we already got the Rogue Stone, so let's check. I feel like if you got a Rogue Stone in hand, you, like, even if you don't necessarily want to, I think it's just worth checking. 17 Spa, plus on the speed. Do you guys want to cope Dragon Breath again? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the answer is an honest to God maybe. Here, well, you're at least faster. Alright. Alright, let's see. Alright. I'll probably check out a Smooch. Let's see. I just want to see level 9 real quick, though. Level 8 Drowsy. Eh. Alright, if I don't see the 9 before... Okay. Well, I didn't necessarily want Drowsy, but again, you check the 9. You check the 9. Magma Armor, Eruption. Nope. Alright, let's check a Smoochum just to see. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda just generally like Muna's setup as is. Yeah. Okay, if you're gonna keep showing me level 8 Munas, I'm gonna keep grabbing them. I got room for one more. I'd prefer to see a level 8 Smoochum so I can actually see if Smoochum's worth running or not. Level... Okay, what was... With Intimidate. Intimidate or Drizzle? No, I still think I prefer the idea of running Muna, even though it's probably just a foolish idea. Alright, Sturdy. Okay. Okay. Also with Sturdy, minus Speed plus... Okay, that's definitely not going to be it. You know what? Let's go with the Sturdy with nothing being upped or downed. No name. Alright, we equipped. We're not doing the berry. We'll go potion. Oh yeah, use the rare candy. That's good. God damn it! What? Why do I have the apricot berry on? I most definitely wanted the frickin' lucky egg on. I'm annoyed. I do have to say, like, especially with how quick I play, like, I don't care for the new, like, just constant pop-ups of, hey, do you want to do this? Hey, do you want to do this? Ooh, hello. At least not, like, at the very beginning. Like, at the very beginning, it's like, hey, it's like, go through your stuff and, you know, check things. Okay, good paras. Good paras. With a covet to finish jump kick. Don't love that, but better than withdraw. Hello, jump kick. Oh no, synchro fire. Okay, cool. Jump kick again. Oh, thank God. Alright. Muna somehow surviving. I can't use the rogue stone right now, right? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I'm pretty certain I have to wait until after Brock. I just wasn't sure if it would actually force... okay. Alright. I know I probably shouldn't use it now, but screw it, kinda gotta. I was gonna say, I swear to God, if it poisons me twice in a row, I'm probably gonna lose it. I'm not gonna learn Razor Wind. Oh, actually, Muna's a bit of a mixed attacker. I didn't realize that Muna's attack was actually as close as it was to the spa. Was it always that close? I don't feel like it was always that close. Okay, well, jump kick just got moved up. Dragon Rage, you bastard. Okay, well, we've... Ooh, we went to Gotharita. Alright, so assuming that we would have been like level 20-ish, because I would have evolved immediately after Brock. We just learned Razor Wind, Flame Wheel, and Shockwave. If we were close enough to 23 and I saw that we had a move, I probably would have been like, okay, let's grab the move first. So we would have had Flame Wheel and Shockwave, which would have been really nice. Then we would have evolved. Spa jumped up. Bad speed though. But 23, Meteor Mash, Triple Kick, Draining... Ooh, Draining Kiss. Okay. We would have been a bit kind of glass cannon-y, but I think this Gothitelle would have actually been good. Just let me get to Brock. I want to get to Brock one more time. You know what? Hat. I don't think the hat gets enough love. Sandvale. Lick with Icicle Spear and Secret Power. Okay. Well, first things first, Lick. Speed boost, huh? And you're... Okay. Can you put up multiple barriers? Is that a thing? Whatever, the hat made it out. Alright, if this one run doesn't make it, I'll at least do one more run. I will do the adopt Pokemon, the 5 Pokeballs at the very beginning that you can just pick, and we'll just send it. We'll see how we do. I'm hoping we can at least make it to Brock. A little late not to. With Uproar, that's faster than us, yeah, so I'm not about to lose the run here to Wild not to. Shedskin, immediately interesting. Crush Claw, Uproar, Stab, Mist Ball. Okay. I don't necessarily hate it. That being said, I don't... If I could find another Drizzle Slowpoke? Huh. I'll hold off on not to for now. I want to find... Sir? Okay, unknown, just go away. I'm never going to pick you. Stab Luster Purge. Okay. And Moonblast? Okay. We're 100% picking up a level 8 Slowpoke. Ain't no two ways about it. Also, this one didn't have Drizzle, so this makes me very interested. Magma Armor. Luster Purge, Bite, Moonblast. Bad speed, bad attack, but way too much speed. Okay. Yeah, I think Slowpoke's the way here. Drizzle's probably just as fine if we're being 100% honest. I don't think it matters one way or the other. Drizzle, Magma Armor. I think either will be fine enough. Straff, huh? I'm kind of hoping we can find a poke with minus speed, because honestly already having 33, well, I mean, that's plus, I mean, yeah, actually, if, you know, we can pick up one more. If we get just like a neutral speed, that's probably going to be fine enough. 33 is just kind of nuts. I definitely would like a plus speed. Either that or a plus spa. But if we had to take a minus somewhere, it's speed is the answer. Drizzle minus spa, so that's an immediate no. Minus attack plus defense, that's actually probably one of our better options. Minus speed plus... Ooh, actually. Yeah, honestly, I think that's the answer. I think that's the answer right there. I think this is the poke. Because we can't call him Slowpoke. You know what? Yeah. This is not a Slowpoke. This is a... Let me slow this down so I can actually type. This is a fast poke. Alright, we equipped. We got fights. Starter pack is Astonish. I don't care about Astonish. You know what? I'll take the fights. We'll use the zinc for the special defense because we need it. Alright. Let's bite, Moonblast. Yeah, the fact that that didn't kill is kind of insane. You got... I mean, ooh, actually we only have 10 spa. Okay, we're gonna have to hope that we... Probably should have paid attention to what our levels we were getting in, but whatever. Ooh, Moonblast, perfect. Yeah, the fact that Moonblast didn't kill is kind of insane. +3 in speed, not a big surprise with how much speed the sumbitch has. But I mean, I guess at least one's across the board. Dwebble comes out. What is Luster Purge? That something inflicts regular damage, has 50% chance to lowers target's defense. Ooh, okay. That being said, I'm gonna say Moonblast. Don't do it. Okay, good. Alright, Moonblast for sure. Ooh, really? But little Elgium. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. As of right now, we're pretty much really hoping that we are going to be, whatever we evolve into, is going to get a huge spike in spa. Anything else is going to probably not be great for us. Odds of that happening, probably not great if we're being realistic, but oh my god. Alright, we need to... Okay, good crit. Oh, what am I doing hitting... Okay, that's not me being stupid. Like, now we can hit Moonblast. Okay, well, the fact that that didn't kill is kind of insane. Dragon Dance would technically be somewhat decent if we were a physical attacker and we had physical moves. But we most certainly do not need the speed. We have so much freaking speed right now. Oh, good. Finally, something died. We'll Luster Purge that. Okay, why are you still alive? Little Shandygashed. No, my egg! I need that. Give it back. Give me my egg back. Okay, full heal, not mad about that. And Draco. Alright. Alright, and so, unless something crazy comes up, I think we're making it to Brock. Yeah. Literally, I think every bit of Slowpoke's BST pretty much went into speed here, which is just kind of insane. Yeah. Luster Purge. Ice Psychic. We bite. Alright, cool. We have made it to Brock. Can this poke make it past? Alright, well, that's an easy Moonblast. Oh, that didn't even... Okay, well, we're fucked. Okay, did I actually hit... I didn't even use Luster Purge. Oh my god, how are we still alive? Okay. Alright. Super Potion here. Bite. Okay. Alright, I'm going to full heal this. Cool. Somehow still alive. I guess we'll just go in with this. Alright. We made it to Brock. That's all that matters. Riolu comes out. We hit. And we'll hit Moonblast. I was gonna say, if we need stab super effective for Riolu, we're in trouble. Ghostfire, I literally have no choice but to bite. Okay, please flinch it. Okay, please hurt yourself in confusion. Thank you. Grass poison comes out. I'm gonna assume I'm faster. Good. Stab psychic? Okay, hold on. Hold on, chat. Gibble comes out. Got a Moonblast. Makuhita comes out. We hit psychic. Bug comes out. Got a Luster Purge. Ah, damn all. Turnbuck says if I healed, we probably would have had it. god. Literally, it's just all in speed. Okay, things would have went a little bit better, but we wouldn't have gotten any more special attack, really. At least nothing that mattered. Okay. Well, chat, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna see if I can use my extra time that I am getting, because I don't have to go into work tomorrow, to get some editing done. Because I desperately want to try and get my Super Mario Mon video done as soon as possible. Alright, I know Sundays can be a little... Never mind, I was going to say Sundays can be a little weird, but lucky for me, Chester is still going. Let's raid Chester. Everybody generally keep an eye out for my schedule to put out. I'll probably literally put it out just after I get finished wrapping all of this up, because I actually will have time to throw it all together. But either way, probably going to be more of the same this week. Dark Souls No Death Attempt on Monday, Divinity Original Sin on Wednesday, Friday. I think I'm going to actually keep that as my Soul Link Shuffler, so I can devote more time to it, because that is my own challenge. And then I think I'm going to give at least one more week of RogueMon. If I can't get on a decent run next week, I might take Bryson's idea and do a Nuzlocke of Alt-Red, just to switch things up, to keep things interesting. But either way, let's go show Chester some love. I know I will, and I will catch y'all, well, tomorrow, hopefully. Either way, have a good night, everyone. Let me give it a little bit of time, because you know how stream delay be. Okay, bye guys.